Hey, what's up guys, Ben here and welcome back to the OnlyAccies YouTube channel. It's finished Hamilton 2, Livingston 4 in what was a really poor game for Accies today. With a makeshift defence of Sean Want, Marcus Fjortoft, Sam Woods, who made his debut and scored, we'll talk about him later, and Scott McMahon, we were always destined for trouble. It was a poor lineup, to be honest, from the start, and that showed in the game. Accies did take the lead, however. Good work by Marius Ogumpo down the left, who cut it back across the box to Sean Want, who powered in just outside the 6-yard box, and you thought we had a strong start to the game. You're thinking this could actually come to play, and that lasted about 30 seconds, because straight after the kick-off, Livingston immediately went straight back up the park, long throw in, headed across to the edge of the box, and then their player just pelted it, put his foot through it, right into the back of the net, and it was one each. And from then on, the game just went downhill for Hamilton. Livingston really put the pressure on, 2 or 3 men closing in the ball at all times. And that caused plenty of issues for Accies, who were just forced to lump it up top. And Marius Ogumpo, a big guy, wasn't really doing much work. And his body language was really poor, to be honest. He just looked as if he couldn't be bothered being there. And I think that was the biggest thing. Really good play, though, today from Mikael Miller, who got man of the match, and in my opinion, was man of the match. He was constantly trying to take his men on, play a pass. He just does too much sometimes. He just tries to beat too many men in the one run, rather than, beating a guy, popping a shot, beating a guy, taking a pass. It's just one of those things. But all the issues came from the defence. Vaughan Williams in particular, he was really poor today. He really was. He looked nervous whenever a ball came into the box. He wasn't coming for it, he wasn't punching, cleaning it, whatever. He looked really nervous, and some of the goals came from those mistakes. A ball came right across the 6-yard box, and rather than coming out and collecting it, as I hate to say this, as Luke Southwood would have done, it just fell to Lyndon Dykes, who was at the back post, who headed it in, and that was it. That was us, on the downward spiral. The penalty, Marcus Fjortoft handball. Now, I didn't see it from where I'm sitting, it's not very clear, but I'm told by David, who runs OnlyAccies with me, that it was a stonewall handball, and he jumped with his hands in the air, which is just ridiculous to do in the first place. But it's a stonewall penalty. Vaughan Williams gets a hand to it. It's not strong enough though, and it was Stevie Lawless, former Accies player obviously, and kind of a panto villain whenever we play Livingston. He pelted it in. And then from then on, it was mistake after mistake from the defence. Marcus Fjortoft beaten far too easily down the right hand side. It's then cut across, very similar actually to our goal, Sean Want's first goal. Good play by their striker Lyndon Dykes down the left, beats Marcus Fjortoft far too easily, and then is pelted across the box, and it's a scuffed shot. It's one that's an easy save. The defence should do better, but it's an easy save for Vaughan Williams, and the ball crawls under him, rolls as a pea roller as much as it can be, and it's a poor game overall, not just from Vaughan Williams but from the whole Accies team. The only players who can hold their head high realistically today, I would say, is Scott McMahon, Alex Gogic and Mikael Miller. Lewis Smith started today and was poor as well. He's just not got that creativity or flair that he seemed to have at the start of the season. At the start of the season, as soon as the ball came to him, it was head up, beat a man, play a pass, put a ball in. He's just not had that recently, and that showed again today. I thought Andy Dales, he came off the bench as well, and seemed to have what he brought against Edinburgh City, immediately trying to beat a man, but Livingston had 2 or 3 men constantly pressing, and that caused issues, and he lost the ball, and that caused him to counter-attack constantly. And that's something that's a big difference between Hamilton and Livingston, because the budgets are not different whatsoever. If anything, I think Livingston actually have a lower budget than Accies, but they're so well organised, they're so well drilled, and they play with such constant pressure on the ball. Like I said, at all times there's at least 2 or 3 men present, and that is what caused Hamilton the issues today. A poor lineup, poor substitutions, and we didn't play as well as we could have. It was just constant long balls, and even when Marius Ogumpo came off, so our target man is off, you've got young Andy Winter who came on, and Mikael Miller up top, and then you're still petting long balls up and crossing them into the box. You're not going to get anything. They're not going to win any headers. It was great to see Andy Winter come on and getting his chance. He impressed against Edinburgh City, so it was good to see him come on. And there was one moment he went through and he had a shot which was blocked, and you're thinking, a little bit more of that, fantastic, but he just wasn't given enough time to really make an impact, which is a shame. But he's a young starlet that I'm sure will continue to do really well. We are missing serious people in defence. Brian Easton was a huge miss today. Jamie Hamilton, who remains out injured, and obviously Luke Southwood, who was on the bench. Luke Southwood, if he does not start next week, there is something seriously wrong, because Fawn Williams, like I said, was at fault for at least 2 of the goals today. Overall, terrible performance from Hamilton. Livingston thoroughly deserved the result. I can't take that away from them, but I do think we gave it to them just by not having a good enough performance today and not doing enough in the game. Like I said, they play with such constant pressure, and you watch it and you go, that's what Accies did play like under Alex Neil. That's what we played like, constant pressure in the ball, give them no space, and that's where our success came from, was that play style, and that's gone out the window. And we need to get it back. It sounds terrible, I hate saying we should try and copy another team, because I always think you should have your own identity, but we should copy what Livingston are doing. Constant pressure, that's it. Constant pressure on the ball, and you will cause issues. As seen today. They did the same when they beat Celtic at Livingston. They did the exact same thing, constant pressure, and Celtic couldn't handle it. It's such a shame that in such a terrible week for the club and for the gaffer, that 2 bad results have came back to back after a good 2 results before that with Motherwell and Edinburgh. I think all fans are disappointed today, which could be heard at the game. Not very happy. Neither was I. I had plenty of fans who came up to me after the game, before us. Obviously, I'm not filming at the game, as you can see, but who said to me, that was terrible. You need to get on them for that. I don't really know what else I can say. Really disappointing from Accies today. Our next game's Celtic. Not filling us with the greatest of hopes, but same again, get right behind the team, get right behind the gaffer, and hopefully we can pull something off. Thank you very much for watching, guys. I hope you did enjoy, and there'll be another video going up tonight on the channel and on Twitter as well, of OnlyAccies handing the shirt over to Brian Rice, which he was so thankful for, by the way, guys. He was so thankful for the shirt. He got a little bit emotional, actually, but the club and Marcus, they filmed it for us, so once they get that to me, I will then get it to you, and you can see just how much that gesture meant to him. So thank you to all the fans who came down and signed it. We really appreciate it, and so does he. But let's continue to get behind the manager and get behind the team, and hopefully we can get a better result next week. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you later.